Welcome. Today's topic is discrete trial teaching. Discrete trial training. Both are the same. So, we call it also as DTT. It is an important component of the intervention that doctors, therapists, and educators use with them. It is an important methodology that addresses the way these children learn new skills. So discrete trial teaching is also a new learning skill used by therapist doctors. So it was given by Ever Lovis in 1970s. Is an intervention method utilizing applied behavior analysis, nothing but ABA. Many children on the more severe side of the autistic spectrum have deficits in learning basic abilities. Basic abilities are nothing but our day-to-day activities or activities of daily living. Through repetition of the DTT process, children can obtain mastery over necessary abilities. The skills taught are classified as cognitive, communication, play, social, and self-help. What is cognitive? Cognitive is nothing but our thinking process, yeah, applying our thinking over other things. Communication, how we communicate, how we receive something and how we communicate. Whatever the information I am telling now, we are receiving it and I am trying to see the information in front of me. That is also a kind of communication. So communication is a process of giving and taking information. Play is nothing but the type of activities we do for our enjoyment. It is like physical and mental and electronics play, anything a play. Social, we do social smile, social gathering, hello, get together, handshake, behaving self among the people. And self help is nothing but toilet training, uh, you know what else, eating, dressing up, wearing the shoes, etc. Now we have five principles of DTT. What are these five principles? These are basically like a skill is broken down into bites. That means whenever we are asking a child to do brushing, so for brushing, how many steps are there before we brush? For example, we take brush, paste, we apply paste to bristles or brush, then we do strokes to our teeth up and down, towards left, towards right. Then we'll wash our brush, put it in the brush stand, wash our mouth, split all that paste remaining in our mouth. Then we'll wipe our mouth with napkin. Then we'll put it aside. So likewise, every step have. And for applying paste, we need to open the lid, apply paste with the needed pressure. Again, we have to put the lid back and we have to put it in the stand. So these all are steps needed for brushing. So the same way, every task has bites in it. So instructions are given in the most concise manner possible. Instead of asking a child to show the teacher which card on a table is red, the instructor may say simply touch red. Touch red is more simply, even a layman can do that. Instead of seeing the big instructions, where is that red card on the table, or where is the red card on the table, can you show me where is red, or just simply red, they will touch that red with the simple word red. In this way, students avoid confusion about what the practitioner is asking. Second, the educator teaches each bite until the student masters it before moving on to another skill. For example, if the child doesn't know how to hold a brush, we are not moving for the next step, because if we don't know how to hold a brush, what's the point of teaching the other steps? So for that, we need to first make him learn the first step, then we will go for the next. For that, we will see generalization and mastery of that skill. Third, each session is intensive. That means whatever we are teaching, it should be intensive. That means it should be like that, uh, in a way that at any moment, even if we ask, the child should respond it. He may be able to do it in front of me, in front of you, or in front of anyone, in any place, or everywhere. So that's intensive, and we see that he masters that skill. And no matter what it is, should be continuous. Fourth, teachers began with prompts as needed and then decrease them. For example, if he learns today to do the, holding the brush, the next day we will ask him, like for example, if he holds in a wrong way, we will just prompt him by showing, modeling like how to hold. That's how he also learn. And then the second time when he is going to pick the brush, we will just guide him, hold from this side. So the same way, fifth point, learning must be reinforced by incentives. The offering of these incentives and the point at which they are offered must be consistent. For example, initially when they are learning, they need high reinforcement, and high incentives means high reinforcement and high praising, so that they will learn very quickly. And next we have discriminative stimulus. What is this discriminative stimulus? It's a clear instruction alerting the child to do the task at hand. Helps the student make a connection between a specific direction and an appropriate response. Could be when a teacher says, "What is this?" before asking a child to identify an object. That means what we are discriminating here, what is the difference? We will ask, "What is this?" so that the child will say, "It is a red banana, a red apple, it's a banana," something like that. "What is this? What is this?" They will say, "It's a banana, it's an apple, it's a red." That's how we will discriminate the given stimulus. Prompt. A prompt is not always given, but for some children it may be necessary to help them from the proper response. When provided, it is performed between the discriminative stimulus and the response. A prompt is when the teacher shows the child the correct response to guide their behavior. Using the above example, a trainer may tap the correct object if it appears the child is having difficulty. For example, if he is trying to hold the brush in a wrong way, I might give the prompt to hold from the proper side, from the not from the Bristol side, but from the other side. So that way I just do the prompt by just tapping on the side of the holder, then the child may pick it up. Next we have response. The response is the behavior the child exhibits when presented with the discriminative stimulus. It is either going to be correct or incorrect. The target response is clearly defined ahead of time, so the trainer knows exactly what behaviors are considered correct. Here, for getting a good response, it should not be abstract, it should not be ambiguous, it should be very clear, and not too many objects of the same thing should be present so that the child may get confused. For example, if you want the child to identify banana, don't put other yellow color things, just put banana so that he can discriminate from other things. If you want child to learn apple and it is in red color, don't put tomato, instead of that put banana. It's okay, but here fruits are okay but not the same color. If he is learning with the colors, like banana is in yellow, apple is in red, so that's how we can get the response initially. Then we can make it intense so that he will learn that all red color are not apples but sometimes tomatoes too. And next, consequence. The consequence will vary according to the correctness of the response. So correct response. When we get correct response, a correct response is immediately reinforced. That means if we ask touch red, if he touch red, that means a correct response and he will reinforce, he get reinforcement immediately. And if he is trying to touch yellow when we ask red, then we will correct himself by doing the prompt that touch red, not yellow. We won't say that not yellow, but we simply prompt him and say red, then he will prompt. That's how we will give the prompt, but we will not give him reinforcement when he is trying to respond incorrectly. Inter-trial interval. It is nothing but it's a time gap between a task and task. For example, if I am repeating now and for the next repetition, what is the time between this is nothing but inter-trial interval. It is not usually more than 5 seconds. It is just 5 seconds between one trial and the next trial, because in discrete trial teaching we will not waste any of our time. We simply teach the child and engage them with reinforcements for intensive learning. So DTT is only one type of training that uses applied behavior analysis, nothing but ABA, arranges an environment attractive to children. That means the station is arranged in such a way that the child will not distract at any cost or any corner. All the reinforcements are well placed. All that activities are planned in such a way that one after the other, within the 5 seconds from one trial to another trial, everything is done and reinforced well. And in between, the time of the therapist and the trainee and trainer will be proper, that they will get high fives, smileys and tokens, whatever are required for that incentive training. So here in discrete trial teaching, there are a process like acquisition, fluency, maintenance and generalization. Acquisition, the child accomplishes the initial lesson. Fluency, the child demonstrates the ability to repeat the skill and mastery of it. The student maintains the ability to perform the skill over time. The child can apply the skill to a different environment or area. That means here the child learns apple is in red color. Then he will know wherever he sees apple, he may say its apple is in red color. And it is maintained by teaching the same thing at school, at home, with the friends, with the neighbors, or anyone, or with the help of different gadgets and different charts and different books. Wherever he see, we can say him it's an apple. Where is the apple? And he will say apple. What is this? He might say apple. And which color? Red apples. And generalization. When we are doing generalization, we will show him different kinds of apples and different structures of apple, mostly in red color, not green apple, yeah, other apple, only red apple. That's how he get generalization. That's all for today.